Hello guys, welcome to another episode from How to Webmaster. This is part 4 of my series where I review all of the top article spinners and rewriters. And today I will be reviewing SpinnerChief. So let's quickly take a look at the sales page. So they claim to be the real best article spinner. They claim to have 200,000 users, and they have several different versions: a free version, elite, and ultimate, and the team. Today I will be testing the ultimate version, and go ahead and you can check out the free version and see how it works, but I don't think it's gonna be something I would use personally because as I mentioned in other videos, the point of article spinning software, at least for me, is something that will quickly and easily produce unique articles with high quality and high uniqueness. And with the free version, it's not going to produce anything of quality that I can use. And SpinnerChief now has both a desktop and a web version. This is great news. I know that the desktop downloadable version, it only works with Windows unless you set up some kind of virtual environment for your Mac. This is very cool of them to include a web version. And of course they have the one click to get readable and unique new articles. This is the most important feature I look for. And let's see what else we got. So there's a lot of features here that I will probably not use in this video or for myself. So you can integrate to third-party software, WP Robot, and other link building tools, Autoblogger. And here are the comparisons for the free, elite, ultimate team versions. So again, we're testing the ultimate version today, which has pretty much all the features except for the team spin. And here's the pricing. And there's also a $7 trial for 3 days. This is what I'm using to test out SpinnerChief right here. And if it's any good, the best option I think would be the yearly, $77 per year, which is the exact same price as Spin Rewriter. And for teams, if you have a group of people working with you, then here it is. And here's some testimonials. Okay, so I've already ordered SpinnerChief. Here it is. They give you the serial code, and here's my product. Click here to download. And once again, if you have a Mac, you're gonna have to do extra things to make it work with SpinnerChief. Don't want to use the desktop software, there's the web version, which is great for any operating system. You just need a browser and internet access. So once you download the white hat box app, this is what it looks like. They made it quite a hassle to actually get this software working right off the bat. So once you download the white hat box, you're gonna have to download the actual SpinnerChief software. So this is the white hat box. Then you just have to search for SpinnerChief, and I'm using the 5. Here it is. So I already downloaded it. And one more thing about the white hat box and the software of SpinnerChief, they give you a false alarm, antivirus false alarm, and so you will have to enable it or disable your antivirus software to download and use this software. So another hassle to overcome. So far this is the most unfriendliest article spinner in terms of trying to get it to work the first time. Let's try to run it. So let's input the serial code and push OK. Now let's try to run it. This is the first time I'm opening the software, so I'm not sure what to expect. So here it is, free version or the ultimate version. So I will need to put in these information. It's verified. So right off the bat, they give me this pop-up window. So I'm just gonna stick with the default option. So let's click on load English, okay, and It will take a few minutes to load the cloud thesaurus. Okay, the thesaurus is loaded, and this is what SpinnerChief Ultimate looks like. First time opening. It has a very old looking interface, but that doesn't matter as long as it works. Let's input in my article. So I have a private label rights article about web hosting. So I'm assuming you paste the article here, and then let's try to, so there it is, and here are the synonyms you can replace with. So let's try to click on one. It replaces the word here, so it's pretty convenient. Let's say if I highlight a phrase, web hosting, yep, so we got online hosting, web host. So that's how you manually go through each word and rewrite it. The point of article spinning software for me is that I want to just click on a button and have it all rewritten for me automatically. So let's look for that feature. This is a quick review video. I'm not going to go over every single features and functions because that could take hours to test out. So just the very basic, I just want to push a button and get a good quality article. Here I am at spin. Let's try to do super spin. It says get best spin quality. Okay, great. It's got exactly what I want. I just want to choose a readable quality setting. So this would be spin to most unique, which would be the least readable, and this is medium and most readable. So let's try that out. And normally I don't want to enable sentence exchange, meaning they will shuffle the sentences around, which will make my article confusing. If things are being mixed around, it won't read as good. And I'm going to leave the thesaurus quality on best for the synonyms, and let's just check it out. Super spin, and right away we have a error, so not good so far, and it closed my the window down. So far we're off to a terrible start with the SpinnerChief. I'm going to attempt to try it out one more time before I switch to the web version. Okay, so let's try that again, and it's spinning with the cloud. Oh, okay, great, it worked this time. So that is great news. So it automatically replaced with the synonyms. Okay, so let's click on preview to preview the article. So this would be the rewritten article here. So let's compare this to the original. I'm using Copyscape compare articles for all of my testing of article uniqueness. So let's compare the article. So under SpinnerChief, the best setting, it has 76% match to the original. So this means 76% of the article is the same as the original, and about 24% is unique. So that is not good. Usually I want 30% match or lower, which means it's going to be about 70% or more unique. This actually reads very nice, pretty much very little mistakes. The only problem is the uniqueness, and of course there are always going to be mistakes, so always skim through your finished rewritten article, because there's no such thing as a perfect spinner or rewriter. Always read it for mistakes and fix it. And usually it takes me just a couple minutes to read it and then find mistakes and fix it. And that's why I don't like to use the unique spinning option, because if it creates a super unique article but it has so many errors, you're gonna spend so much time trying to fix it. It's not even worth it, and better just to rewrite it yourself. Okay, let's try another, and now I'm gonna use the medium. This time it will be a little bit more unique compared with 76% match. Again, I don't want to shuffle my sentences or paragraphs. It will make it more difficult to fix your mistakes, trying to track down which sentence goes with the next sentence, and it's like solving a puzzle, and you don't want to spend more time trying to fix the mistakes. So let's go ahead and just leave those unchecked. Spin unique and readable. Okay, super spin, and here it is. Let's try to preview. So let me copy this and check it out. So before, on the best setting, it was 76% match, and now we have 69% match. So this makes it a little bit more unique. So 31% unique, so still not good enough. Like I mentioned, 30% match or less would mean 70% or more uniqueness. So, and I always recommend at least 70% uniqueness in order to use it for your content, your website, blogs. So this is still pretty bad, and let's assess the quality. So there are mistakes for sure, but it reads actually quite well still. So I'm still impressed with the quality, the readability, but I'm not impressed with the uniqueness, of course. So let's try the last option, where it'll give me the most unique article. Spin to most unique, and let's see how that goes. Under best setting, it was 76% match. Under medium setting, it was 69, and now the most unique, it jumped to 72% match. So it's doing opposite of what it's supposed to do. Let's see how it reads. So it still reads pretty well. It's almost similar to the other two settings, actually. So that's kind of strange. So all of these are probably kind of similar, and I mean, I can make it more unique if I enable these, but that will create more problems. So far it's an okay spinner. If I was to use the multiple article strategy and spin them together, it would be a good strategy for this kind of software, where it produces a quality rewritten article but not as high of a uniqueness. So let's check out the web-based version and see just how it works, and if there's any difference in the article production, which I don't think there would be, but let's try it out anyway. So to access the web-based version, you go to account.spinnerchief.com, and then you would enter in your serial number. You do have to create an account first, and then after that you enter in your serial number. And the web-based version, first time logged in. So here's the web hosting article. Let's highlight Word and see. Okay, so it's pretty much you check mark and it replaces the word here, and there's an auto spin version button here. Let's try that. So let me delete everything. Let's do auto spin. Okay, great. And I want to spin to a new article. I don't want a spin tags version. And here's the super spin, most readable. So it's similar to the desktop version, but so I guess it is a lot easier for sure to use. And then, oh yeah, enable protected words. Always try to protect your keywords. So if I was creating an article about web hosting, you want to protect your targeted keywords for sure. So let's spin it. Okay, so after clicking the spin button, it returns me back to here, and I'm wondering if this is my spun version or not. This is my spun version that SpinnerChief produced, and let's compare the items. Yep, it's similar to the desktop version. It had about 77% match, about 23% uniqueness, and the article quality is good since it's not so unique. So right now I would say it's a good spinner in terms of it replaces good synonyms and is readable. Uniqueness is not good, but do some extra things like combine multiple articles and it will be just fine. It could still help produce fast content for sure. So let's go over my final review, and let's rate this SpinnerChief. The article readability, it was very readable, so I'm going to give it a 4.5. There are still mistakes, and normally I would not give a 5 unless it's perfect, and there's probably no such thing as a perfect article spinner. Article uniqueness, I will give this a 3.5 out of 5 stars. Since all the super spinning options were pretty much the same, they all produce an article that is 70% similar to the original article, so making it about 30% uniqueness. So that's not good. but it's okay. Ease of use. Downloading was a hassle. It had a virus alert. It had errors, bugs for the desktop version, and the online version was not as friendly as the others I've used. So I would give this, if I was to rate just the web base, it would be 4.5 out of 5, but the desktop I would give it a 3. So let's do a 4 for ease of use and program integrations with third-party software. So SpinnerChief is newer than the others and the least popular one. So I think it would be the least integrated, still integrated into a lot of top third-party software like WP Robot and other link building tools. So I'll give it a 4. And the price is SpinnerChief worth the price. So I'm just gonna judge just the ultimate version. $77 per year is same as Bin Rewriter, and a one-time fee of $226. So price wise, I will give this a 3.5. So the overall rating for SpinnerChief is 3.9, but there are a lot of features here that are not found in the other software. So this one, SpinnerChief, has a lot more features than I need to use. So I think it's still good to try if these are some of the options that are missing from the other spinners. Just go ahead and give it a try. There's the free version. You can even try for 3 days. And once again, this is part 4 of my series of review videos on article spinners. The next one is the best spinner, and then I'm going to make a ultimate comparison of all these article spinner software, and then compare them all and crown the king of article spinning tool. So be on the lookout for that, and thanks again for watching, and happy spinning.